Since the Premier League's founding in 1992, it has become the pinnacle for club football. So many legendary teams. The Manchester United treble winners, Arsenal's Invincibles, and Stoke City under Tony Pulis. But England's game is about more than just exorbitant transfer fees and on-pitch aesthetics. Join my good friend Dave, aka Lover of Drams, and myself as we rate and rank all 60 Premier League kits for the 2023-2024 season. Right, here we go. Relegation zone, bottom of the pile. Chelsea, man. After all the boys you've brought in and all the optimism, Pochettino coming in, and the best thing he's can come out with is a Panini sticker badge. A shiny one, I'll give you that, which is valuable in Panini terms, but boring kit. Honestly, I'd be really, really gutted if I was a young Chelsea fan buying this thing. Honestly, I swear we're not bullying Chelsea. These scores are given completely separate from each other. We have no idea what the other one's thinking, and yeah, this is another bad move. I mean, over £1 billion spent on players in the last couple of seasons, and the best you guys can come up with is this absolute plain Jane shite, honestly. Sorry, Chelsea, but yeah, not good. And here we go, the first entry from Crap Store this season. So, I don't know why. I think the colours just didn't work for me with Wolves this year. I mean, the red is an odd colour for them. I mean, especially since it's basically a tangent of their home kit colour. And yeah, really just not a fan of this. Crap Store getting in the way early, but yeah, this one is too on the nose, lads. I mean, come on. I'm not going to wade into the owner's thing. You know, you can't help who buys your football club, but come on. This is too far, too much on the nose. Get this in the bin, Nike, again, with Spurs. I don't know what's going on. Why are the Nike kits so crap this year? Have they just thrown in the towel because of the economy or something? But yeah, nah. I think this was retailing around 120 quid. So I'd be absolutely furious if I was paying that amount of money for that. Finally, a not so bad Nike entry into the fray. Yeah, not bad. As you can see by my score, it was pretty mid for me. Yeah, kind of the green sort of works and sort of style works, I guess. But yeah, I would not be spending money on that if I was a Liverpool fan. Fulham. There's a lot of pink kits this year, which I would really have no problem with whatsoever. I've got quite a few myself, but this one is too much. This is highlighter pink. Even the badge is pink, which is really weird. Yeah, I'm really not a fan of that. Too much. And talk about on the nose again. West Ham with their iconic forever blowing bubbles. Yeah, it looks like a child has drawn this. Basically they had no work to do either. Really, it's just the same generic West Ham kit, but with little squiggly lines on it for the oh man, nah, get that in the bin, bro. Okay, so Forest, yeah, it's just generic, innit? It's the generic Adidas template with a Nottingham Forest badge on it. I'm not sure if they've got a sponsor yet. To be honest, I've not seen any Forest games or highlights this season, but yeah, just generic is the only thing you can say about it. Brighton. I believe, I may be wrong, but I believe this was a carryover from last season's away kit to be their third kit. Which, yeah, I kind of like that they've done that. I mean, they're not taking the piss when it comes to their fans and all that. But yeah, I'm just not a fan of the colour. I like the fact they blacked out the badge a little bit, but yeah, nah. Not for me. Not for me. Dave's liked it slightly better.
Right, Tottenham Hotspur. The mighty Spurs have spurged it with this top. It's just so mundane and dull. Actually, I think I was too generous with my score. I think I should have given it the same score as what Matty did. Sorry, Spurs. Liverpool home top. Another boring kit. No real originality or uniqueness to this one this season. I'm pretty sure I could have designed something better than this one, in all honesty. Now we've got the Arsenal away top. I truly don't understand the hate that Matty has for this one. I get that it's a wacky design, but I love it. It's just so out there and different from the rest of the boring same old tops we see from other teams. Come on, Matt, you can surely score higher than that. Now we have Man City's third kit. I think Matt's let his love of Man United get in the way of judging this one. Now, I hate City as much as the next guy, but this is another wacky cool design. I quite like it. I think I should have scored this one a 7 instead of a 6 though, in all honesty. Chelsea away. Now, I'm going to save some time for you all here. All the Chelsea tops this year, I think they're absolutely horrendously boring. I generally thought they were training tops when I first seen them. I mean, the away kit here is marginally better than others, but only by a ball here. It's still pretty damn bad. The West Ham third kit. Now, as third kits go, this one isn't bad, but it does look like an old Chelsea top to me. There's not really much else to say on this one, in all honesty. I think it would have looked nicer if it had that design you see at the bottom, if that was all the way through at the top. Spurs away kit. Please refer back to my earlier comments on their third kit for my views on this one. Again, I was probably too generous with the score here. I must have been in a good mood that day and not my usual grumpy self. But yeah, it's pretty boring. My beloved Man United. They could normally be counted on to release a decent kit, however this one has broken my heart. I feel actually betrayed. In case you can't tell, I really don't like this top. Not one bit. I certainly don't see what Matt sees in it anyway. He's scored this one pretty high. I don't know what he's thinking of there. Sorry, Matt. Crystal Palace third kit. I know I've praised some of the previous wacky designs, but the Palace one doesn't really give that same vibe for me. The design looks like something that would belong on a bus seat to me. I do however like the red and blue in the neck and sleeve trims though. It adds a bit of a nice touch to the top, but I think brings the score up just a little bit. Bournemouth home top. I quite like this one. For me it gives me peak AC Milan vibes with this design. I think the only thing that would have improved this was if they gave it a really nice collar. I maybe wasn't generous enough with my score. Matt, can you change mine please?
Right, that's me tagging back in. So, Everton, my God, is there a worse team emotionally to support this season? Like, believe me, I love the Hummel kits. I love Hummel as a brand. I've got the tracksuits, Council, I know. But yeah, I'm not a fan of the grey. Like, I don't know why. Love the chevrons, all that sort of stuff. The grey just does not sit right for me, unfortunately. Now then, so... Hey, Everton, it could be worse. I mean, you could be in the relegation zone with Chelsea, but yeah, I thought this was kind of funky. I'm not sure what the hell that colour is, but I like it. You know what? It's different. It's not as outlandish as the Arsenal kit, but yeah, like it's going to be a shame seeing you guys get relegated in this one. Sheffield United. Now, I don't think I could name 5 players on the Sheffield United team, and that sort of mentality works with this kit. Like, yeah, bland. Area, whatever you call it. A weak effort for a Premier League team, I would say. Again, it looks a bit like a training top, like Dave said with some of the others. Honestly, compared to like ranking the kits this year, there was a lot of teams that sort of matched their own scores repeatedly. Like you've seen it just now with Everton, now with Sheffield United. Yeah, I don't mind the yellow, but it's just, again, plain Jane, previous comments. Now, Wolves is a team I think is hard to like mess up their kit because their badge is so iconic in Premier League lore. But it's the most interesting part of this kit is the air dots on the side for letting a breeze in. Like, besides that, what else is there about this kit to say? Like, disappointing. Crap store again. Finally, a good effort from Nike. So, I like the colour and the sort of wavy texture to it. I really liked that. To be honest, I probably should have given it an 8, but maybe my own biases got in the way of me there. But yeah, I'm quite surprised Dave ranked this so badly. I think he just really hates the Scousers. I think that's what it is. Bully him. Fulham. Not a bad effort. To be honest, I think the red on the right-hand side and the white on the right-hand side of the sleeves sort of saved it. Besides that, there wasn't much else to say about it. They've got Leeds as sponsor from last season, so who knows, that might be the death nail, along with Mitrovic leaving. Palace. So, Macron are really hit or miss. I don't know if anyone else agrees, but quite like it. I like the sort of stained glass Palace texture in the background of it. It's quite subtle. But to be honest, it was the white along the neck that sort of stopped it scoring higher for me. Palace again. You know what? I dig the sash. I'm pretty sure Palace used to have a kit back in the day that had a similar sort of look to it. Yeah, not bad. The sash saved it for me. I'm not sure what the rating is in the sash there, but if you know what it is, drop it in the comments for us. Hi-ho silver lining for Villa. It's the sponsor, man. The sponsor and the generic look of Custor just... Yeah, to be honest, you'll see better Villa kits coming up in the table, but yeah, bad.
Now we come to the Brighton home top. I really like the Brighton top this season. I love the design of them. So much so that I actually started a Brighton save from Football Manager. It didn't go too well though. I did get relegated in my first season, so I won't be doing that again anytime soon. But yeah, I really do like the Brighton top. Well done this season. Brighton away top now. Again, like the home top, I really did like the design of this one. The only reason I scored it slightly lower was because I'm not a big fan of the green through it. Other than that though, I'm a fan of this top. I just wish it was a different colour than green. And we've got another delightful kit this season from Brentford. I like the red stripes which then fade into black at the bottom. Sorry Brentford fans, I think Matt was maybe having a bad day when he rated this one. I don't know why I scored it so low. Like I said, I'm quite a big fan of this one. And now we have Brentford away. This one for me, it kind of undoes all the good work that went into designing the home top. This one's just a bit average for me. It's pretty plain. It's not bad, but it's not great either. Although on a separate note, isn't it about time that betting companies stopped having this prominent role in the world of football these days? What do you all think? Now we've got the Burnley third kit. There's something weird about this one which I strangely really like. It's wacky, it's out there, it's kind of unique, but it's everything I never knew I needed in a Burnley third kit. I did expect a better score from Matty on this one. He is actually starting to disappoint me now with some of his scores. Come on, Matt, be kind. And now we have Sheffield United home. Now this was so close to getting an 8 for me. However, I opted for 6 for my rating for this one. I really like that they've tried to go for a bit of a retro design for this one, but I just can't quite put my finger on what it was that held me back from giving it an 8. Something just didn't feel right with it for me. I know that makes no sense, there's no answers there, but I just can't figure out why it wasn't an 8, this one. And now we have Nottingham Forest away. I didn't mind the stop, it's different. There's been a few decent ones from Adidas this season, and this certainly does fall into that category. The colours bring Argentina to mind. It's nothing special, however, which keeps it in that mid-range category for me of being decent. Nothing more, nothing less. Newcastle home. Now, don't tell anyone this, but I've always liked the Newcastle tops. So much so, I even had one when I was just a wee boy. I think I also had Everton as well when I was younger, can't quite remember. Strange given I'm a Man United fan. But yeah, when some teams stick to the same style of top, it can come across as being a bit boring and repetitive. However, Newcastle always seem to make theirs look brand new every season. They always have something on that top which just freshens up a bit, which I really do like. Now we come to Bournemouth away. Honestly, I'm really struggling to understand why I only scored this one a 4. I genuinely don't know why. I should have matched Matt's score of 7 with this one. I don't actually know what I was thinking that day. I don't know if maybe I didn't have my daily whiskey intake. So apologies to any Bournemouth fans watching this. I can and will do better next time. And now we have Luton third kit. This is another one of those tops that fall under the weird but decent category. It's not weird enough to be bad, and it's not weird enough to be great, but it's just weird enough to be safe and decent. Again, that probably doesn't quite make sense. It does in my head though. I don't know if I needed more of those lines going to the top, or maybe I needed less of the lines. I'm not too sure. What do you all think about this one?
Right, last round for me so I can actually start being nice to clubs for a change. You know what? I like the colour. Good effort from Puma here. I like what they've done with the City badge. I'm not sure, is it a burgundy or... I'm not good with colours, man. But yeah, good effort from City. As you can see with Arsenal here, it's the roaring 6s at the moment. You know what? I like the colour. I like what they've done with the badge where they just took the cannon itself. Good. You know what? Not bad entry for the Gunners. A lot better than that tragic yellow monstrosity that he's had earlier, like. West Ham. You know what? I love the idea of a white-out kit. But, you know, great idea, poor execution. The Betway kills it. Like, I don't really like gambling sponsors anyway. I think it's a bit predatory, but it would look... See if they didn't have the sponsor. I'd love it, but nah. 6. 17. We're getting into the business now. Luton. You know what? Like, maybe I'm being harsh, but Umbro's just a little Brexit for me. But, yeah. Like, I have nothing else to say, really. Like, Dave really likes a classic-looking kit. If it wasn't for the stripe, it would have been a lot lower, but meh. Burnley-Ona. Wow. So, you know what? This is actually getting a yellow kit right. I love this stripe as well. Like, it does look a little bit like it was run over by a truck or something, but you know what? Great effort. Burnley-Ona again. Now, this has gone the opposite direction for me. So, I love a collar. I love a classic looking kit. But this one just feels boring. Like, if we're going to see Burnley tear it up this season under Vincent Kompany, it's going to be quite hard to imagine it in this one. City. So, Yeah, again, like, I like what Puma's done here. Like, it's sort of classic looking, but not too generic. It's got that stripe down the middle that's a slightly darker shade. You know what? Yeah, fair play. They're going to absolutely dick everybody this season in this kit. You can already tell. Forest. This, I really liked this. I don't know who the fuck came up with it or what they were smoking, but nice. Like, yeah, just nice. Nothing else to say. Villa. I thought this one was absolutely class. Like, I love the, I don't even know what you'd call it, but love it. You know what? It was out the box for Castor, which is nice to see. And because they made the sponsor white as well, it was less imposing, which I find a lot better. Surprised that Dave gave it a 5. I don't know, maybe Dave hates the Midlands, along with Scousers. Brentford. I was convinced this was a training top. I was actually really surprised to see this was one of their actual kits. Great effort. It looks like you're looking for like a kaleidoscope or something. But yeah, fair play. It's less Brexit than the other Umbro kits, so fair play to Brentford for that one. Good luck this season.
So in 10th place we have the Luton home top. I really like this top. The whole design of it, from the white through it, the black sleeve trims in the neck, the colour. It's just a beautiful top for me. I think it's probably one of the best tops in the league this season. Next we have the Wolves third kit. I know I'm kind of contradicting myself here with this one. I know I've said previously that I like the wacky, unique designs this season. However, I'm really not a fan of this one. I think this is the second top I've rated in the Premier League this year where it looks like it kind of belongs in the seat of a bus. Yeah, not really a big fan of this one. Next up we have the Arsenal home top. In fairness, this is actually quite a nice top. It does look very similar to previous Arsenal designs. However, the gold Adidas stripes on the shoulders actually brings a bit of freshness to it. I think 6 might have been a little bit harsh on them though in hindsight. I should have maybe gone for 7 or an 8. And we have Man United's third kit now. Now for me, this is a work of art. In my opinion, this should be the away top rather than that monstrosity that was that kind of dark green one. This one for me, it looks retro, it looks crisp, it's just pure beauty. If it was for the price, I think I probably would have bought this one by now. But yeah, one of my favourite ones this season. Now we have Aston Villa away. I kind of like this one. It's in that zone where it's just decent enough to be in the safe zone of my ratings. I'm still not sure if I like the pattern throughout the top or not, but overall, it's not a bad top from Villa this season. Not bad at all. The Everton home top. This is actually another one of the tops where hindsight dictates I probably should have scored this one higher. On second glance, I can't see why I didn't give this one at least an 8. It ticks some of my boxes. Collar, check. Retro looking, check. Funky wee design in the sleeve trim, check. Maybe I need to bring in VR for some of my ratings. What do you think? The Man United home top. Again, this is another winner from United in my book. Another crisp design from Adidas. If this one had the collar, then it'd be getting probably a 10 from me. However, the lack of a collar and just that little bit of pizzazz missing from it might have to deduct a couple of points from it. Still a very, very decent effort though. I like this one. The Fulham third kit. I wasn't a huge fan of this one. I think if the hexagon pattern throughout the top wasn't there, then maybe it would have scored higher for me. But I can kind of see why some people might like that design. It's not an awful effort from Fulham, just not quite there for me. And in second place we have Newcastle's third kit. This is a pretty decent effort again from Newcastle. The blue and yellow trim go well together. I like the design, the pattern throughout. The only thing for me is the sponsor is maybe a little bit too high up for me, but I think I'm probably just nitpicking with this one. Still a very decent top from Newcastle. And in first place for our 2023-2024 Premier League kits this year is Bournemouth's third kit. I don't know what to say about this one, other than this top is just chef's kiss. This is a true work of art. Been a fair few decent ones from Umbro this season. Do you think the wife would mind if I bought this one? I'll try asking her. Congratulations, Bournemouth. This is a really, really, really nice top. And congratulations on winning our ratings.